On the Seven Network, welcome to the final term of the 1981 Grand Final between the Magpies and the Blues. Collingwood leading by 9 points. Fitzpatrick taps the ball down, but there has been a centre bounce infringement, and the free kick will be going to... Let's see who's going to take it. Taylor has the free kick. No, he's given it back to Stuart Atkin. Atkin with the free to put Collingwood into attack early in the final term. Atkin with a booming punt kick towards half forward, and a good mark is brought in. Stuart, 50 metres out from goal, has a chance to kick his second goal. 1 goal, 3, the tally to Stuart so far. Players being ordered back from the mark by the umpire.
Nothing like getting a goal straight after the siren, Pete.
Carlton came back well with 2 late in the third quarter. Stuart puts it on its way. He's got the distance, I would reckon. The accuracy is not quite as good as he would have hoped for, and it goes through for only 1 behind. So that makes the difference at even 10 points. 8-13, 61 Carlton. Collingwood 10-11, 71. To do the kicking in, Bruce Doull, one of Carlton's best players today. If they get beaten, it won't be through his fault. Moore scrapes it in right on the point of the square over Scott Howe. Peter Moore, the Collingwood captain, Brownlow medalist in 1979, puts the Magpies into attack. Doull in front. Davis is at the back. There is a nudge out. The free kick will be going to Bruce Doull. He hipped him out, and the flying doormat, as he is affectionately known to take the free. In the back pocket, in comes Doull around the member stand side. Beautiful punt kick. Moore flies, goes the fist. It's knocked away by Fitzpatrick up towards centre wing. In strongly is Byrne, picked up by McClure, who crashes his way through. McClure redirecting play towards right half forward. Out comes David Mackay. The Blues on the run, off the ground from Lovell. Johnson comes after him, scooped over the line. Well, that's got to be deliberate. Oh, he says no.
I thought the umpire was going to blow the whistle for a free kick there. He changed his mind.
Goodness me. Here it is. Make up your own mind. Well,
well, the ball out of bounds about 10 metres around from the Carlton goal. 10 points the difference. There's a go now for Sheldon, a hurried shot for goal. He's put it through. 4 points the difference now.
Sheldon's second goal.
Score. Sheldon's goal, and then we see Carlton 9-13-67 to Collingwood 10-11-71.
That's exactly what I was talking about, Lou, when I said about the smaller Carlton players. Sheldon was often hanging out across the ground looking for it. And, you know, when you've got the talent of Sheldon, you've got to be in there underneath the feet of the packs to do exactly what he did then, shark that ball away and, you know, hopefully put it through for goals. Sheldon has to be at the feet of the pack.
It's 4 points the difference now in the final quarter, which has been in progress 3 minutes.
Centre bounce again. Fitzpatrick against Atkin. Down she goes. Coming back to Fitzpatrick. Knocked out by Taylor. McConville had a fresh air shot that time. A bit of struggling going as Malin comes out of the pack with the ball. Good play on the part of Malin. A hand pass to Hunter. Put him under a bit of pressure here, but it'll bounce okay for him. He's got it now. Very rarely caught as he shoots the ball back. Out there towards the wing position. Punched away by Byrne. Up there towards Irwin. He can't pick it up. And Toomey has a fresh air shot. He's slung to the ground. The umpire's going to ball it up right on there on top of the VFL logo. So it's 4 points the difference. 10-11-71 Collingwood to Carlton 9-13-67. Ball knocked out to McClure. Struggles, gets a kick. It's a high one, doesn't travel any distance. The umpire calls play on. Knocked out again. A chance now for Barham to pick it up. Gets a hurried kick back. Out there towards Dacos. He's got the mark. Got away from Hunter that time. Hunter's had him pretty well covered for 2 quarters. Long kick by Dacos. A beautiful kick. Punched out by the Carlton defence. There's plenty of them around too. Coming out to meet it now is Malin. Got a paddock to run in. Gets back into his right boot. Shoots the ball across towards the centre of the ground. And Billy Pickens there once again. And he takes a nice mark at centre field. He's played a great game for Collingwood. It's his 15th kick coming up as we approach the 4.5-minute mark of this, the last quarter of the 1981 Grand Final. And Collingwood in front by 4 points. Fitzpatrick takes the mark again. Certainly playing a great captain's game as the ball goes back out there on him. Oh, Atkin dropped an easy one. And down they go. This gives Lovell a chance to get clear. A hand pass out to Toomey on his own. Another long hand pass for Collingwood to Irwin. Back it goes again to Tony Shaw. Another one coming back to Toomey. Toomey goes running around his opponent. He's cleared with a pot shot for the goal. Will he make the distance? Oh, Moore put his hands to it and stopped it. It could have gone through for a point. It did go through for a point. It could have been a goal.
Well, it certainly could have. It would have been a goal. No doubt about that. Anyway, 9-13-67 to 10-12-72 is the scoreboard as the ball is driven out towards the outer side. Perovic making a good attempt to mark, not successful, and Bazasto counts it over the line. Bazasto has had a dirty day. 4 kicks, 3 of those in the first quarter. Perovic and Stewart, knocked down by Stewart. Maven sneers the ball well on the ground. Barham over the top. Doull in for Carlton. Gradman not in possession. Mike Dyer says play on, and it will be a boundary throw in. Doull not happy with that decision, and giving the umpire a suitably
He was pretty lucky, Pete.
nasty look.
Watching on replay, and we see as Bruce Doull comes in now, he had had possession of the ball and lost it, so he might have been lucky.
Irwin has it knocked away from him by Glasscott. Picking again. Tackled by Buckley. Did he have the ball? From the umpire, the call was play on. Buckley and Johnston. Johnston gets it out. Long towards half forward. Mackay flies. Ashman scouts well. 12 metres out and goals. Carlton hit the front in the final term. 3 goals to Ashman. The scoreboard now. Carlton 10-13-73. Collingwood 10-12-72. 73-72 now in the grand final of 81. 7 minutes gone.
A point the difference in favour of Carlton this time. There's a nice knockout by Fitzpatrick. Picken couldn't get clear. Gets it out to McClure. The ball, he can't get clear. The umpire said holding the man. Free kick there to McClure at centre-half forward, and Carlton ready to go back into attack. There's the kick. It's a long one up there towards the full forward zone. The players set themselves. It comes to the ground. Short trace. Marcoux coming out. Spins out the back beautifully. Intercepted by McCormick, but he can't pick it up. They're falling over left and right down there in the forward pocket for Carlton. The umpire is going to ball him about 15 metres out from the Carlton goal. Carlton 73 points to Collingwood 72. About 7 minutes gone of this last quarter. Ball back into play again. Ball fumbled there by quite a few players. Ashman coming out of the pack, snap for goal, but he's off target and through for 1 point. So it's 2 points the difference. He's starting to be a dangerous player now after being a very quiet player for 3.5 quarters just about.
He's got 3 goals, 1 on the board now, Lou, and he would have a little bit more confidence. He's had 9 kicks and is really starting to come into play.
Well, have Collingwood thrown another one away. One stage during the third quarter, led by 21 points. Out it goes. Fitzpatrick, he's playing a game and a half to Johnson. A long hand pass down there towards the half-forward line. Bazasto couldn't get it. It's knocked out now. Taylor gets a kick back towards centre field. But there's McConville. They've got their second win, Carlton, as the ball goes up towards the full forward position. Umpire's not playing the mark to Mackay. He said play on. As the ball is finally forced out by Buckley. Down there towards the forward pocket on the boundary line. And he's slung over the line with the ball, and the ball is out of bounds.
Looked a mark to me, Pete.
It's pretty close, but the umpire not giving any
On
chance.
replay, we'll have a good close look.
Oh, well, I don't know. The ball back into play again. Knocked out by Atkin that time, and it goes for the boundary line and out of bounds. Still the score. Carlton in front by 2 points. 10-14-74. But Collingwood 10-12-72.
Atkin sets himself for the boundary throw-in, contesting with Mackay over the top. McClure. Tony Shaw. Long hand ball towards the boundary line. That was the correct way to go. And speaking of going, Sheldon did just that right into the side. Again, the throw in, this time a little bit further around. It's about 15 metres from the behind post. Mackay in front with Atkin. Neither gets it effectively. Marcoux can't trap it. Byrne. Handball to Shaw. Marcoux in there. And over the line again. So they're working it around effectively. Collingwood defence now has it about 35 metres around. Atkin and Mackay. Mackay wins it to Johnston. Johnson with the left foot. High towards the goals, sailing through for a behind, and that could be very valuable later in the quarter. 10-15 to 10-12 is the scoreboard. It's 3 points the difference. Three points the difference as McCormack kicks out. Straight up the centre field area. Bazasto has the grab. Perovic takes it off the hands. Now he has stopped play. Well, if he was paying that mark, I would like to ask, why didn't he pay the mark to David Mackay earlier? Because it did seem to me he held it just as long.
On replay again, we watched, and it was... it must be... No, it was a free kick. It was after that. It wasn't a mark. He paid the free kick.
Comment from Triple Brownlow medalist Bob Skilton. Perovic. Atkin in the goal square. Oh, just trapped that. That was going through, I think. Nobody touched that before, Atkin. They all missed it. One behind again. 10-16-76 to 10-12-72. A difference of 4 points on the scoreboard. 10.5 minutes have gone. The fire was Glascott. Fitzpatrick takes the mark, though. Ray Byrne will stand on the mark. Carlton skipper from right half forward. He's gone for a short pass. It's an underground one. Buckley might get there first before it goes over the line. Snaps and puts it out on the full.
Free kick to Collingwood down there in the forward pocket. And still 4 points the difference. 10-16, 76 Carlton. The Collingwood 10-12, 72. Ball out of bounds in the forward pocket position. We're about 11.5 minutes into this last quarter, so there's plenty of time for both teams at the moment. Ball back into play. Fitzpatrick in front. Ball punched out by Stewart. A fumble there by Lovell. He goes down. A chance for Ray Shaw to pick it up. Gets a hurried kick out there towards centre field. McConville comes in, doesn't stop. He keeps on going. Runs to centre half forward. He's in trouble now. A hand pass. It's a long one. There's a go for Johnson or Marcoux. He straightens up Marcoux. Fires for the goals. Is it coming around enough? I think it may have. No, 1 point. So it's 5 points the difference now. 10-17, 77 Carlton to Collingwood 10-12, 72. Waiting now for the ball to come back into play.
That's 4 points in a row that Carlton have kicked, Lou.
Well, I don't know whether it's going to be to their advantage or disadvantage, Bob, but it's still raining lightly, but enough to make it very hard for the boys to handle the ball. Punched on that time by Collingwood's Williams. There's a go now for Davies. He's been a very quiet player. Going after him is Dool. He's still got the ball under his control, but Dool won't give up. He's dropped it. The umpire said play on. A stack-up developing out there. Instead, a ball up as Barham starts to break away. Not about Dool. You think you're in the clear. He's got the longest arms you'll make your life. That's Tommy Hafey's brother, the runner, receiving messages down there on the fence. Knocked out by Fitzpatrick. Picked up by Malin. Out there towards McClure. Got away from Dool. Picken takes the mark. A hand pass coming over to Sheldon. And Carlton away again. Byrne at the back, couldn't hold the mark over the top of Marcoux, and the ball is out of bounds, about 45 metres around from the Carlton goal. Still 5 points the difference. Carlton 10-17, 77 to Collingwood 10-12, 72. And the ball out of bounds about 45 metres around from the Carlton goal. Well, I think Mackay got that out. Ashman gets a hurried kick, or Marcoux it was back there, and McClure has got the mark. It was Ashman that kicked it, and McClure has got the mark. Already kicked one goal. He'd only be about 25 metres out directly in front. A bit of a dash-up going there between Ashman and Williams. Now, this is a vital goal for Carlton. Mark McClure comes in for the kick. There's no doubt about that. It's right through the middle.
McClure bringing up 4 points, and he's pretty happy about that. His second goal. Carlton 11-17, 83. Collingwood 10-12, 72. It's the Magpies brains trust. On the left, Ron Richards. On the right, Tommy Hafey. He'll be a very disappointed man if the Magpies were to lose this afternoon. McClure in the middle, couldn't take it. Buckley backs up well from the rear of the pack. Beautiful long torpedo punt kick in towards the forward pocket, and it bounces just over the line for a throw-in adjacent to the point post. Still 19 points the difference. 23 3/4 minutes gone. Final term. 5 metres from the behind post, the throw-in will take place. Mackay and Moore. Bazusto over the top. McCormack put his head down, but somebody else might get the free kick first. Peter Moore, it will go to him and turn over to Dacos from the back pocket. Dacos' kick around the flank, and it's snapped up out there by Ricky Barham. Barham from the right half-back flank. Collingwood supporters saying, get on with it quickly. That he has to do. McConville goes to spoil from Kink, and that's effective because it's over the line for a throw-in once you get on centre wing. Well, Carlton will just be happy to maintain possession of the ball if they can for the next few minutes of the match to take out the flag for season 1981. Stewart and Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick wins it to Hunter. Useful twist in the pack. His kick is high. Moore doesn't have it bounce too well for him. Ashford and Bazusto. And even Mr. Magic can't control it. It's over the line for once again a throw-in.
Just on the 25-minute mark of the last quarter, and time running out for the Magpies. 19 points the difference in favour of Carlton. Ball back into play again. Fitzpatrick played a great game against Moore. They both missed that one. Kicked off the ground by Toomey. Back out there towards the wing position. Pushed out by Buckley out there towards Wells. They're all coming to light now for Carlton. Appealing for a free kick, but the umpire not having a bar of that. Into the time-on period by about 5 seconds. And the Magpies trailing by 19 points. And I would say that they'd have to perform a miracle to win this one. Johnson's kick is a high one. And as Bob said before, Carlton keeping possession of the ball, and of course they go back into attack again as the ball goes down there towards their, well, over their half-forward line, about 45 metres around from their goal. Waiting there for the ball to come back into play. It's Mackay and Moore going for the knockout. Actually, Moore got that out. Hurried kick by Taylor. Out there and a mark there to Stewart out there on the centre wing position. They better hurry up, Collingwood, because there's not much time to go. Off the top of the pack. But plenty of Carlton players here. We see McConville in front of Kink, picked up by Harms on the boundary line, having a bit of a struggle there as he slips along the ground, and the umpire said it's out of bounds, and there'll be a throw-in from Collingwood's half-forward line.
We spoke about underrated players, Lou. McConville's done a fine job for Carlton.
My word, he has. Well, a couple of Collingwood stars have been unsighted since about half-time. Umpires found a free kick. It'll go to one of the stars of the match, and he's been a great player during the final series. That's Mike Fitzpatrick, a real captain's game today. And Bruce Dool has played great too. They've had many great players. We see Glasgow shoot the ball up there towards the half-forward line. Punched out by Moore. And there's McClure coming in a long hand pass over to Buckley. Buckley's on the edge of the square. They're doing as they like at the moment. Carlton, as the ball goes up there towards their full forward zone. Cooper drops the mark. Ball knocked out that time by Mackay. They go down. Aspin grabs the Collingwood player as he goes to the ground. And the umpire's going to ball it up. That was McCormick.
Ball up about 25 metres out from the Carlton goal. Nearly 27 minutes gone in the final quarter. I don't think it'll be a long one. I would say we've got 2 minutes left to play. Moore. Oh, getting tripped up was Irwin. Should get a free kick for that, which he does. At centre-half back.
I think it's going to matter, Pete.
I don't think so, Lou. Irwin. Looks for Stewart. Too long for him. Mark taken by Malin.
Well, it looks as though we've got another year to wait if you're a Collingwood supporter, Peter.
At least. Phil Malin is at left half-back flank. He's going the short pass to Bazasto, and Bazasto takes the mark in front of Toomey, one of the few occasions today that he has got clear of David Toomey, who has done a fine job on the West Australian star.
When they smell victory, the players that have been unsighted all day start to come to light too.
Yes, you're right there. Fitzpatrick again, high towards the half-forward flank, or the forward pocket, actually. Moore couldn't take that mark. It goes to Peter McCormack eventually from the back pocket. Toomey in front, knocked away. In comes Lovell to Tony Shaw. He's on centre wing. Underneath it is Harms, and Wayne Harms to take the easiest of marks from Ross Brewer. Well, that was simple stuff, that. Harms will try a short pass to Bazasto again. As I said, they will be quite content to just hold possession of the ball. Is that out of bounds or is it a mark? It's a mark to Johnston. Johnson on the centre wing position. It's just about siren time. Davis. Davis is at centre half back now. Time running out for Collingwood, getting underneath at McConville, and takes the easiest of marks. Good mark to McConville, and must echo those sentiments just of a few moments ago. Has played a great game.
Well, 19 points the difference, and I would say no doubt the Carlton side have the 1981 Grand Final really bottled up now as it goes up there towards Mackay and Moore. Finally, Tony Shaw gets a hand pass over there to Taylor. Taylor still trying, back there towards Williams. Off the top of the pack is Wayne Harms. He's clear at centre field, a long kick. Up there towards the full forward position, a long kick going for the boundary line, and there'll be a throw-in from the forward pocket position.
Isn't that the value of a long kick, Lou? It's going to take Collingwood 3 kicks at least to get it back where Harms started.
Plus the fact that time is running out now for the Magpies. We're on the 29-minute mark. A little bit over by 6 seconds as the ball comes back into play again. Down goes Moore. It hasn't been his best day today. A snap for shot for goal by Buckley, and it's through for 1 point. So it's 20 points the difference now. Carlton 12-20-92 to Collingwood 10-12-72.
And Collingwood this quarter have only scored 2 points.
And they haven't scored since the 5-minute mark, Pete.
David Parkin on the boundary there. He knows his side's going to win the premiership, and he's out there to enjoy the celebrations when the final siren goes. It must be getting pretty close. Stewart couldn't pick it up. It's finally knocked out by Bazasto out there towards McClure. He'll tap it on, but there's no one there for Carlton. It doesn't matter because the Magpies have lost this match for sure. Well, there's the siren, and Carlton have won the 1981 Grand Final. The final scores, 12 goals, 20-92 Carlton to Collingwood 10-12-72.
And a great victory for the Blues, completely in command in the final quarter. And there they are, aren't they happy? 21 points behind during the third quarter. Carlton getting up to win it and restricting the Collingwood scoring in the final term to only 2 points.
Well, once again, Collingwood, the losers in a grand final. It's been 23 years since they won a grand final. Well, it's got to be 24 now. And it's certainly a disappointing grand final for their supporters. We couldn't say the players didn't try because they put up a valiant effort today, Bob. They did have a chance. They led by 9 points at three-quarter time, but the superior skill of Carlton was the telling factor. Plus, I wouldn't say they were fitter, but the moment you start to get a bit of a run on, you see players that haven't been sighted all day come to life, and that's what's happened.